Good evening, humans. I have to be frank about something that I just found out last week. I made a blog post about it on Wednesday, and I'm doing a video a little bit too late. I usually do videos same days when I do blog posts, but I got busy with life. Haha. Anyway, um, so yeah, pretty much if you've checked my blog post or if you've checked my social media, I'm pretty sure I should have shared it on there. If not, I just shared it on there today on my Twitter more than anything. Uh, Pretty much, I want to try to briefly discuss something that happened before World War II, specifically in 1939, and specifically before the war began. Something that occurred in Britain, what that I could best find and to describe is the pet British pet massacre of 1939, or also known as the British Pet Holocaust. Um, Pretty much, it's self-explanatory. Out of fear of the war starting, they pretty much killed all of their pets. Oh, not all of them, I shouldn't say that. Almost a million pets. And probably, I think, if I remember correctly, about a week time. Within a week time, it might have been a little longer, but the majority of the pets, about 750,000 of them, were definitely killed within a week, and probably more were killed probably shortly after that week. I would say maybe close to a million, if not more. Obviously, the estimates are varied, and well, the number vary, and that's just an estimate. I don't even really know. I don't know if anyone really knows, to be honest with you, even the British people. Unfortunately, um, any and all pets were pretty much victims of this mass euthanization. Even zoo animals. I pretty much explained the whole thing a little bit better in my blog post, of course, which you're gonna be able to see in the description below. My link to that. But pretty much, I just want to express that when I found this out, I had to say something about it. I went against my scheduled topic plan. I have a scheduled topic plan, believe it or not. Um, when I get the time, I'll eventually do and say what I want to say. Then eventually, which again, that's go off tangent, but what I hope then you guys could choose for me what could do research on and be frank about. But until then, I'm gonna do what I want to do, and if I find something out like this that is what I'm gonna consider a part of unknown and untold history, which I'm gonna do a segment, or probably I will do a segment of that. Maybe this could be the beginning of that, I guess you can say. Whenever I find something that happened in history that I know for a fact nobody knows, because if I don't know it, most likely no one else knows. Maybe the British people know it. There is a memorial there, actually, by the way. I don't know offhand exactly where it is. They actually dedicated a memorial to all the animals that were killed because of this, for lack of a better word, mass hysteria. I mean, their judgment, or judgment, is that the right word? Their logic is that they didn't want the animals and the people to starve, and pretty much they didn't want the animals to get blown up. So they killed them. There's a picture that actually shows a pamphlet that actually has a gun that was used to humanely kill them. You could pretty much try Googling it. You'll definitely find information about it. I know a lot of pet owners and animal lovers would be upset to hear this. I know I was. I'm a big animal lover. If you haven't known already, or if you haven't figured out already, hence why my first video I did on wolves. But even pets, I love dogs. I love cats. I like animals a lot. Eventually, I think I will get a pet. Not sure exactly which pet, but it'll probably be a few years in the making or more. Because unfortunately, where I live, I can't really have any pets. So, but yeah, pretty much. Oh man, I don't know. I was at a loss for words. I still am kind of lost for words in terms of how I truly feel about this. I'm upset. I'm saddened that almost a million, if not more, pets have been killed. Obviously, there have been worse crimes in history, but when it comes to hysteria like this, especially unjustified hysteria, you know, and even a lot of pet owners after the fact, um, regretted doing it and realized that, oh, you know, maybe they did act out of, I don't know what word to use, I'm sorry, but, you know, too quickly, or, well, you know, illogically, I guess, I don't know, but even though it does make sense to a degree, I have to admit and be frank about that. It does make sense that, you know, yeah, they were afraid about food rations being low. They were afraid about whether or not to feed themselves or feed their animals. So they figured, you know what, before war began, let's do this, you know. And I know they sent their kids away to the countryside. Some people even sent their animals away to the countryside. Um, During the war, you know, they made a few films about that. I think Chronicles of Narnia deals with the kids being sent away. And my favorite, Bedknobs and Broomsticks, also deals with that too. Oh, I might think about something else. Okay, anyway. Um, and this was a part that you don't really hear about, and and I would be safe to assume to say there might be slight embarrassment, not embarrassment, but um, you know, they wouldn't be proud to admit that this had happened. Let me say that. And even after the war began, especially during the London bombings of 1940, more pets and animals were further euthanized. Again, the numbers are unknown. I'm saying rough estimate is a million, since the website, or the few websites I've read, and the research I've done over the last week, they say over 750,000. It could be more than that. Definitely, it's probably more than that. I'll say maybe even a million, if not more. Not more than, I think, 1.5 million. I don't think that would be too much, because there were there's a group that's been around since the 1860s called Better See Dogs and Cats Home, that saved about approximately almost 150,000 um, pets during the war. They found homes for them, or they sheltered them themselves, and, you know, fed them and took care of them. This I guess you could say animal advocacy group, or pet group, or I'm not exactly sure what you want to call them. They have been around, and they actually still are around. You can easily look them up. It's Better See Dogs and Cats Home. Kudos to you guys if you're watching. Oh, wait. Anyway, and then also there was the Duchess of Hamilton. I'm not sure exactly her name, but she was a cat lover and advocate against killing the pets, especially during this time period. And she actually formed her own sanctuary that housed a lot of cats and other pets. And heated aerodrome in Fern. Fern is a part of Britain, I think southern Britain, to my hopeful British fans out there. Um, and believe me, I'm okay with the British. I love the British. This will not make me, you know, think anything differently about the British. My favorite show, just to say right now, is Doctor Who. Okay, so which I probably will do a Doctor Who segment probably later on this year. Um, a bunch of videos and, you know, whatever I might have planned. So yeah, I still love you, British people, but out of fear and out of hysteria for the beginning of World War II, you guys did kill about a million or more of your pets. But, you know, it's sad, I know, but at the time they deemed it necessary. And again, I'm gonna be frank, it makes some sense, because, you know, if I knew something as bad as World War II was going to happen, and at the time no one knew how bad it was going to be and how crazy it was going to get, and I had to choose between myself, my family, and my pet, I would choose myself and my family. I'm sorry to say. I know I love my pet, but then you can't really say that. You can't really determine what you would do, honestly. And a lot of them at the time thought it was the right decision. So, you know, was that phrase I'm gonna probably start using a lot. You're only as faithful as your options, and, you know, fear and hysteria and a lot of other stuff would do that to people, even the best of us. So, I got the links. I got the link to my blogger is gonna be below. I link to my Twitter, my Facebook page, and I believe that's it. Will be in the description below. Oh crap, I went there for 10 minutes. Um, Sorry, I want to try to make these videos short for you guys, but at the same time, the only way to make sure I do it very raw and unscripted is to, and roll things off my head generally, will be to just talk for how long I can talk. So, okay, just to give you a little, still, uh, what my plan for these videos will be in the coming weeks, months, and years. Okay, so pretty much everything is down below. Check it out. You're gonna get the links from my blogger, um, my Google blogger. You'll find the links there in my little discussion of it. If you want, I could still give you. I could add the links to the description later. Um, yeah, so pretty much that's it. If you want to see more of my stuff, if you like my stuff, you know the drill. My YouTubers, my YouTube watchers out there, you know the drill. If you like my stuff, like the video, share, subscribe, yada yada yada. You know the drill. Um, I forget to say it in my past videos, uh, only because, like I said, you know the drill. So, um, again, this is the beginning of my videos. It's gonna be kind of not exactly 100%, and I'm sorry about that, but this is a learning process for me. And I'm gonna be bouncing between my webcam and my phone, because I know a lot of you probably won't like the shakiness of the phone. So, and it's easier for me to also do what I need to do on the laptop than on the phone. So yeah, pretty much that's it. Okay, guys. Well, won't make any promises. The next topic I was going to discuss about the true topic, number two, will be next week. Okay, so uh, see you guys and enjoy and get educated. Bye. Bye. Sorry. Bye.